everybody, this is Dee from Dee's Delicious Bites, and I'm back, back with another video. Everybody, let's go. I got a cooking show. Check out my video. If you want to get it right, come join Delicious Bites. Check it, video. Check out my video. So today, you guys, I'm here with a video on how I make my seafood mac and cheese. Now, normally it's lobster mac and cheese, but I only had 2 lobster tails, and I didn't feel like that was enough. So I added some shrimp to it. And I've done this mac and cheese in several different variations with shrimp, with shrimp and lobster, with shrimp, lobster, and crab, king crab, scallops. So really, it's a seafood mac and cheese. You add whatever seafood you like, but today I'm going to be using lobster and shrimp, which I have right here. Oh, there we go. It's my lobster and my shrimp. I have some garlic, and I know that might seem a little weird in mac and cheese, but whenever you're doing seafood, I can't imagine not having garlic in the seafood. It just, they go so well together. They pair well together. So that's why I do it. You do what you like. I love all kinds of cheese. When I make mac and cheese, it never tastes the same because I never use the same cheese. I use whatever I have on hand. And so today I have some mild cheddar. I have some Gruyere. I have some Colby Jack. I have some sharp white cheddar. And I have some mozzarella because I want that gooey, ooey gooey, cheesy pull. So those are the cheeses I will be using today. I've got some eggs to help bind it all together. I've got my panko breadcrumbs to top it off, make it a little crispy. Going to be throwing in a little bit of butter. I've got my spices over here. I've got some paprika and some, can you guys see that? Some paprika and some parsley. I'm almost out, but I got some more spices. And then I have some garlic powder. And I also have some onion powder. Get used to where this is showing up at, guys. There you go. Some onion powder. And I have some heavy whipping cream and some milk. Salt and pepper, of course. The pasta that I'm using today is called orchetti. It is, I believe, Italian for little ear because they actually kind of look like a little ear. Anyway, I like using different kinds of pasta. I don't like using the traditional elbow. I do use it, but if I can switch it up and use something different, why not? So, really, this is the process of just putting everything together. The seafood, let me turn my oven on and get it preheating because this is going to go quick. The seafood I don't pre-cook because it's going to cook so fast in the mac and cheese, and I don't want it to overcook. So I don't pre-cook my seafood. I add it in raw and go from there. Now I do taste my seasonings before I add my seafood and before I add my egg because I don't want, you know, I can't imagine tasting it after I put the egg in there. That's just not an option. So put the milk in. And sometimes when I make my mac and cheese, I make a cream sauce first. I'm not going to be doing that today. Hold on one second. Let me see if I have any of my secret ingredient that I use. Now, be right back. So you guys, my secret ingredient that I love to use in my mac and cheese is cheddar cheese soup. Yep, cheddar cheese soup. It just makes it taste really good. It helps bind it together. I don't know. It works. If you haven't tried cheddar cheese soup in your mac and cheese, try it. It's kind of, I don't know, a replacement for Velveeta. If you're sick of using that Velveeta, people use it all the time in their mac and cheese, if you want to try something different, try using the cheddar cheese soup. And I don't use the whole can. I know that's horrible because it's kind of wasteful. I have to figure out what I can do with the rest of it, like maybe make a cheese sauce or something for some nachos. But I just use about half a can. All right, get your mouth right. I use half a can. I go ahead and mix that in. And it just gives it a good flavor. It just helps bind it together, helps make it creamy. So, that's what I'm using. Mix that in. And then we're going to add in my fave, Himalayan pink sea salt. Got to make sure it's got some seasoning in there. And do you guys salt your water for your pasta when you're cooking it? Or do you just use like a little bit of olive oil? Or do you use both? What do you do? Sometimes I use both, but I always salt my water when I'm cooking pasta. Give it a little flavor, a little bit of seasoning. Give it a head start. It's easier to season the water and get some flavor, some saltiness on that pasta, as opposed to trying to get it salty enough or get the right amount of salt on it after it's been cooked. It's not absorbing a whole lot of anything. Salt's just sitting on top. But to me, I think it's better to try to season your water. So then we're going to get the cheese in here. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And yes, I probably will use all this cheese. Mix it around and give it a stir. So I love making different variations of my seafood mac and cheese. My family loves my seafood mac and cheese. I can't imagine what's not to love. If you're a big seafood fan, like, you know, over here in this house like we are, there is like, you can't go wrong. When I make seafood mac and cheese, everybody's happy. And there is none left. I'm going to end up using a little bit more milk and cream. So, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Back with my milk and cream, and I use a heavy whipping cream along with some milk. Now, as far as the seafood goes, I have not seasoned that ahead of time, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to put some pink salt on there. Everybody's got to get a little bit of seasoning. I'm not going to do pepper on that. I'm going to do some onion powder. I'm going to do some garlic powder. And also here, I had my minced garlic out because I didn't think that I was going to have enough garlic powder because it seems like it was getting kind of low. But I actually really had enough, so I'm not going to use the minced garlic. That was a just in case. And then we're going to mix this up. And we are going to be using all of that cheese. The cheesier, the better. You guys, that combination of cheese, that's good on its own. I just want to tell you, that's nice. So now that I've tasted it, I'm going to go ahead and add my egg. Again, don't taste it after you add the egg. Get it right before, because afterwards, not me. Add the egg in there. Give it a stir. Okay, and I'm going to put the seafood in, and then I'll see if I want to add the other egg or if I want to add more milk and cream. I kind of feel like I do, because I don't want it to be dry. And I don't want it to be too loose either. I really want a nice creamy balance. So that's looking real good. Now let's add in our seafood, guys. Get this lobster and this shrimp in here. I kind of place it where I want it, because I don't want all of the lobster in one place. I don't want all of the shrimp in one place. So I kind of add chunks here and there. And I am going to stir it up, but I think it's easier to get it balanced out if you just kind of place pieces first. This is just so amazing. If you don't make your own lobster mac and cheese at home, what are you doing with your life? I mean, you can go to a fancy restaurant and buy it, and, you know, I'm sure it will taste amazing. But make it at home. Make it at home, especially if you are a big seafood lover, a seafood mukbanger, whatever you want to call it. Make it at home. And sometimes, you know, I cut the shrimp up, make them smaller chunks. But today, I'm going to leave these babies in here whole, because I already cut the lobster up. So we're going to let the shrimp. And then I have my butter here. And we are just going to dot the top of this with some butter. Some little butter dots. With a clean hand. I'm doing it this way because it's what I've always done. So we only ended up using one egg. I did not use all of the milk and the cream. This is what I have left of the milk and the cream. But remember, you guys, I did use a full cup, half milk, half cream, and then I went back and I used maybe a half a cup more. You can go ahead and make it to the consistency that you like. I eyeball it. For me, I really want it to be creamy, but not really loose, but not really firm either. I like a medium kind of consistency. Then we're going to go ahead and sprinkle it with some paprika. And I do paprika just because I think it makes it look pretty. Doesn't really serve a whole lot of purpose. But what does serve purpose are these breadcrumbs. It gives it a nice crunch on top, and I like that. You don't want to add a whole lot because you don't want to have soggy spots. Just want a little light crunch. And then I like to top it with some parsley flakes, just to make it pretty. I think food should be pretty. It should be pleasing. It should be appetizing to the eye, appealing to the eye, I'm sorry. And then, you know, you kind of eat with all of your senses. You see it, it looks good. You smell it, it smells good. Before you even put it in your mouth, you already are anticipating what it's going to taste like, because of all the other sensory organs kicking in. Your sense of smell, and your vision and all that. So I think food should not only taste good, smell good, but it should look good. So you guys, this is what it's looking like. Get a close up there for you. Can you see it? Can you see it? Now, let's get it in the oven. And I'm baking this on 350 until it's nice and bubbly and golden brown. So you guys, the lobster and shrimp mac and cheese is done. Let me bring you in closer so you can see it. Nice and bubbly, fresh out of the oven. Can you guys get a look at that? Do you see it? Lobster mac and cheese. Right. So this has got to cool off, obviously. But that's it for my video, you guys. About this lobster and shrimp mac and cheese, it is definitely hearty enough to stand on its own and just have this for dinner. But depending on, how greedy you are and how much you plan on eating, or if you're, serving other people, if you're feeding a group of people, then of course you would want to make like a tossed salad or something like that, maybe some garlic bread, pop open a bottle of wine, and this would truly be a meal, a very delicious meal to serve at a dinner party with friends, like close friends, just something nice and warm and delicious to eat. So that's my version of shrimp and lobster mac and cheese. If you guys like this video, you like this content that I'm bringing to you, and you want to see more videos from me, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell all your friends. Share my video. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss another delicious bite with D. And as always, you guys, I truly believe that you are capable of amazing things. Just believe in you, because I do. So, don't forget to be blessed, be safe, be beautiful, be all that you can be. And I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys so, so much. Bye.